You're watching Port Charles on KNTV 11.
When you do get this message, give me a call. It's important.
Still no Julie?
She's ducking me. She's got to be.
Well, maybe she's not ready to talk to you yet.
Well, sooner or later, she's going to have to. We have a kid together.
Yeah, you seem pretty sure Christina's your daughter.
I know what I was doing 9 months before she showed up at the nurses' ball, and I know who I was doing it with.
Excuse me, you Frank Scanlon?
Yeah, is this about my medical insurance?
No. It's about being served. Have a good day.
A court order forthwith. A blood test for paternity. See? Julie thinks I'm the father, too.
Okay, so, you take the test, and it proves absolutely you're Christina's daddy. And then what?
Hey, if it isn't Mr. and Mrs. Baldwin.
Yeah, I can't believe we actually got married, pulled the whole thing off without a hitch.
That was so beautiful. Well, actually, so was the wedding night.
Yeah, we finally shot off the cannon.
Boy, did we ever. Well, I am so happy for you, too. I wish everything else was going as smooth. How are you guys doing about the blood test?
We're okay, considering that we'd be arrested if we didn't show up and put her through that.
Well, listen, I've taken care of everything with the lab. Marcy, she's great with kids. She's ready for you, and she'll have Christina in and out before you know it.
Okay, well, thanks.
Good, thanks.
You know, Scott here keeps telling me I'm squeezing her too tight, and, so worried.
Don't worry, nobody's going to take this kid away from you.
I know, it's just bad enough someone's trying.
Hey, you took a step in the right direction by getting married.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We did the right thing.
Hey, are you going to be around a little bit later, Karen?
Yeah, till 6. Just page me.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Come on, you. Let's go.
Well, someone type a knot. Happy for you, too.
I think, Rachel, the only thing you're happy about is the fact that Julie did exactly what you told her to do.
No. Julie made this move on her own, and why not? I mean, she is Christina's birth mother. In fact, I think that she's been kept away from her child long enough.
Keep you out of trouble, can we, big brother?
Seems that way. What do you do when you find out you fathered a baby with Julie? Hand out cigars?
So now what?
Well, I comply with this and give blood so they can run a DNA test. I'm not holding my breath, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know Julie's lied before.
Yeah, but would she this time, knowing how easy it is to find out whether she's telling the truth?
I don't know, but if Christina is your daughter, you've got a lot of catching up to do.
What are you saying?
Well, Scott and Lucy adopted Christina, not knowing who her parents were. They're about to find out. That's going to change everything.
Scott and Lucy are the only parents she's ever known.
Christina is your daughter. That's got to mean something.
You can say that after what you went through with Neil?
Neil's where he belongs. You know that. Why does Christina deserve any less?
It isn't that simple.
You're the one who drummed it into my head. A father has a right to his child and vice versa.
Well, this is different.
Neil's your kid. If Christina is yours also, I don't see the difference.
Well, you wouldn't, because you live in a black and white world. So when are you going to figure out that the real world isn't like that?
When you start taking responsibility for your choices, Frank.
Hey, for makeup?
Well, it's serve yourself here.
Hope you're keeping an eye on Lucy.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think she's a bit on edge.
I wonder why.
Because she's afraid of what's going to happen if you fight Julie for custody of Christina.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. We're going to win.
Look, don't you think it's better if you just help Lucy accept the inevitable? Julie is Christina's birth mother.
That hasn't been proven yet. And by the way, how long have you known about this?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does matter because I think you used me.
Meaning?
Meaning that you did everything in your power to get me to be Julie's lawyer.
And why not, Scott? You're the best.
Oh, yeah, well, it was a lot of fun, you know. Knowing now what she's going to do to my family after I won the case.
Look, I'm not a sadist, Scott.
I think you are.
Well, you obviously already made up your mind about me, but then that does seem to be a habit of yours.
Oh, well, you may have me all figured out, but I'm going to tell you something right now. If you mess with my family, you're not going to like what happens. Trust me.
Well, the dialysis is working.
Maybe we can convince Claire that's a good thing.
Yeah, get her started on some radiation therapy, prescribe some steroids.
I think it's her best shot at this point.
At what?
Living.
Yeah, you can call it that.
I do.
Eve, you're not the one with terminal cancer.
Well, maybe that makes me more objective.
Or not.
Scott,
Ramsey, I'm on my way out.
we heard that you and Lucy got married.
Yeah, we did. Thanks for the wedding present.
We didn't send anything.
Yeah, you did. When I said I'd do, I got you a little subpoena.
Is that why you're here, to have Christina tested?
Oh, that's none of your business.
Oh, Christina! Oh, my gosh, stay away from her.
She's my little girl. I am not going to hurt her.
You already have, Julie.
Now, Julie, listen to me, all right? Just stay away, because actually... Officer, here's the woman right here.
Are you Julie Ramsey?
Yes.
This is for you.
I'm going to go. I will see you later. Okay.
What is this?
Let me.
Chris, what is it?
It's an order of protection from the Erie County Family Court forbidding you going anywhere near Christina.
Near her? What does that mean?
It means that if you come within 100 feet of Christina, you'll be thrown in jail. You do remember jail, don't you, Julie?
So, how'd the blood test go?
Well, the good thing is it's over, but she did fine. She was amazing. You were a little trooper. Yes, you were. You were a trooper. Do you know she even smiled up at Marcy just like that, made googly eyes?
Well, you know, nothing like the way she looks at you.
Yeah, well, that's because I am her mommy in every way that counts, and she knows it, don't you, Pumpkinhead? She knows.
Well, the results aren't in yet.
That's right. So that means that maybe Christina's TNA won't match Julie's, right?
Well, there's a slim to none chance.
Thanks. Well, it doesn't matter whatever the tests say. Julie will never, ever be her mommy.
Even with radiation therapy, we might not buy much time.
Well, we can't be sure. She might go into remission.
Yeah, for how long? 1 month? 2 months? Claire wants to die, Eve.
Nobody wants to die, Joe. Nobody in their right mind, anyway.
Well, I think a psychiatric evaluation would prove that she has a sound mind.
What? Why are you taking her side?
A patient is entitled to full participation in their treatment or non-treatment if they choose.
Okay, in a state-funded hospital. We are private. We need to go to the ethics committee on this one.
Yeah, we know where their heads are. No press.
Do you blame them after the strike?
If they keep Claire in the hospital against her will, yes, I do blame them.
Okay. This coming from a doctor who has broken every rule in the book to save lives.
If the patient is willing to fight, yes.
And what if the patient isn't willing to fight? What if they've just given up? They don't want to do it anymore. Like Neil.
Neil is different. There was hope for Neil.
As long as Claire's alive, there's hope for her, too.
Yeah, but at what cost, Eve? Don't you think she deserves a comfortable death with dignity rather than a prolonged life of pain?
That's what I'm afraid of. Do you remember when Sebastian was in the hospital? He wanted to leave, and I didn't want him to go. But eventually, I let him, okay? And guess what? He died.
Because he was going to anyway, Eve.
We will never know that for sure.
I do. Just like I know Claire's going to die. And it's our job to help her let go.
This goes against everything I believe in.
I think you're substituting your judgment for hers, Eve.
When I woke up this morning, I actually had this thought. For a brief second, what would it be like to be going to work someplace where people's lives weren't in my hands? Where when you make a mistake, you don't cause more pain than what was there before.
Hey, you want a donut hole?
I don't think so. What, are those left over from the wedding celebration?
You know, the celebration was a bit rushed.
Hey, look, you don't have to explain anything. I couldn't be happier for both of you.
Well, we plan on having a big, thing at one point, just right now.
Yeah, I know. Julie's attempting to tear your family apart. How's Lucy holding up?
Lucy's, she has these bursts of optimism, you know. Of course, she doesn't know the legal system the way I do and the way I manipulated it.
No way you could have known that Christina's biological mother would be coming forward now.
Yeah, and the parents would be Frank and Julie.
God, you know, as a lawyer, and as a damn good one, I might say, you did everything you knew how to protect that little girl.
I know, but once the biological mother comes out of the woodwork...
I know, then the courts can get very, very picky.
Yeah, so that's why I'm glad I did what I did.
Scott, you did the right thing.
Well, I just hope that it's not going to cost us our daughter.
Okay, straight down there and hang left.
I think I know my way around the hospital by now. We need to get home and take a bath.
Blood test?
Yeah.
Me too. It's quite a mess, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
She just keeps on smiling.
Boy, they sure grow fast at that age, huh? Yeah, they do, just leaps and bounds, you know, every day. It's been a really long morning for her, so I'm just going to take her home now.
Yeah, sure thing. You, keep smiling, okay? You've done a great job with her, Lucy.
Thank you.
I don't know when I've ever seen a happier-looking kid.
She is happy, you know.
Well, you better get her home and into the tub.
Yeah, I gotta take care.
Entrapment on General Hospital.
He wants us to be a family. We're getting married.
They have a future together.
I'll make sure you end up in prison.
But Sonny's troubles have just begun.
What have we here?
Is he trying to set him up?
Will a dirty cop destroy their future plans?
Sugar Daddy's about to get busted.
Emmy-nominated General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
I think I've had enough coffee.
You had anything to eat lately outside the donut hole?
No, I'm not hungry.
Look, Scott, I know you're in a tight spot, but it's not right that you should blame yourself for all this.
People are getting hurt.
But exactly what could you have done to stop that? Look, from the moment Christina came into your life, you have done everything you can to find her real parents.
I know. I put an ad in the paper. Nobody came around.
And you warned Lucy not to become attached, because the day might come when you'd have to give the baby back.
Did she take my advice?
No, of course not. Then again, neither did you.
I couldn't help it.
No, of course not. I felt the same way when I became your dad.
Well, see, then you know what I'm going through. I mean, and you got Christina there, you know, and when she just smiles at you, you're done.
Your heart just stops, doesn't it?
Wait a second. When you got me, I was already a pain in the neck.
Well, on those nights when I looked in on you just to make sure you were covered up, I'd see you'd be dreaming away about, winning a ball game or putting a frog on a teacher's desk. There'd be a smile on your face. And I just think how lucky I am to have that boy in my life.
So you get this gift, huh?
Well, it is a gift. And a priceless one.
I wonder how Frank feels about it.
I know what Julie said. Do you believe her?
Is Christina mine? You know, funny thing. Last year at the nurses' ball, the night that we found Christina, I held her for a minute. I had no idea who she was. I keep thinking back on that, trying to remember if I felt anything. If something was saying, hey, we're connected here.
How could you know?
I saw my daughter today, Mom. She is beautiful.
Oh.
We got your message.
We were worried you had bad news.
No, it's good news. Very good news, in fact. I ran into Lucy earlier.
So did we.
Well, then you must have picked up on it.
What?
Well, she knows that she's going to lose this fight. She's frightened now. She's falling apart right before our eyes.
And that's a good thing? I mean, she's got my daughter's life in her hands, and you're telling me she's out of control?
Lucy would never hurt Christina, but she's not fit to be her mother. And any judge is going to pick up on that the minute Lucy walks into a courtroom.
You sure?
I'm positive. In fact, to finish her off, I have lined up a great attorney. And when he's done with her, there won't be any Mother Lucy left. She'll be a wreck, and little Christina will be right back in your arms.
Oh, you got her. Okay, what does Clean Kitty say? Come on. I've been teaching you. I've been teaching you. Meow. Yeah, we're close. Meow. Okay, come on. Let's take Clean Kitty. Let's see what's going on. Okay.
Oh, great.
Hi.
Courtney, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I know this probably isn't a very good time.
It's not a good time at all.
We need to talk, and I don't think it can wait.
Fine. Come in and make it quick.
Okay. Boy, she really is beautiful.
Yes, I know that.
This must be a nightmare for you. When I think about how I would feel if someone was trying to take Neil away from me,
Courtney, that's not going to happen to you because you're Neil's biological mother.
You know that's not the only thing that matters.
I know that. The question is whether a judge will see that.
Well, the judge might be more inclined if the baby's father had an opinion. If he came forward and said the biological mother wasn't fit.
And Frank would be willing to do that?
Well, he might. If I made him see it that way.
Oh, okay, Courtney. What is in it for you? Go ahead, tell me.
How much are you willing to pay?
Oh, for you to influence Frank.
Frank listens to me, and he really needs me. Now, more than ever. Finding out he's, Christina's father has really shaken him up.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're going to go behind his back, and what the question becomes is, how do I say this? You're willing to sell his child?
You have, forgotten what it's like not to have money, Lucy. Frank and I struggle every single day just to take care of Neil. But Frank, he has this, big heart, so he doesn't always see the practical side of things, which leaves all the burden on me. And I know that Frank and I couldn't provide for Christina, not like you and Scott.
Okay, so it comes down to this. Christina goes to the highest bidder, huh?
Of course not. It comes down to who can best care for Christina. I think that's you and Scott.
And you're willing to make Frank see that?
If the price is right. And don't look at me like that, because I know you would fight for your family the same way.
I need you to go.
Excuse me. Oh, Lucy. You know Julie and Chris will come at you with everything they've got. And it might just, scales if the baby's father stood up in court and said, Your Honor, I think my child should stay where she has already found a loving home. I don't know. It's something to think about.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
For someone who's been around the block as many times as you have, you are surprisingly naive.
Your file's on Julie. I'd like to have a look at them.
All I want is to be a mother to my daughter.
Fat chance.
Cast your vote in the Port Charles Weekly Poll, only at abc.com, part of the Go Network.